Okay, so this part right here is actually like 3 months later, and I'm gonna post this blog afterwards. But I realized that I actually forgot to record something, and that had to do with getting here to Finland. Everything was going really well. I arrived to the airport on time, and everything was set up, and it actually didn't cost as much money as I thought it would. It was only $200 instead of $400, which was fantastic. But I'm gonna have to pay another $200 to bring Vaska back. And anyways, Vaska's right here. That's the reason why I keep looking back like this. But everything was great. Arrived in Frankfurt and didn't have a lot of time to do my change to the next flight to go to Helsinki, but it was fine, no problem. I still made it, and arrived in Helsinki, and I was like, wow, you know what? No flight was late. I showed up on time. Everything was fantastic. And so I'm sitting there and I'm waiting for my bags, and all my bags come and everything, and it was great. And then no Vaska. So I went to the counter and I said, you have my cat? Oh, okay. Yeah, you have my cat? Yes. Okay. And I said, so I don't know, it's immigration, what should I do? And they said, just wait here, he'll come out this door. They pointed to a door. And I was like, okay. 10, 15 minutes goes by. I'm thinking, okay, this is a long time, 20 minutes. I said, is my cat here? And they're like, yes, of course. And I said, well, this is taking a long time. And they said, okay, we'll go and take a look. So the lady goes into the back room, and then she comes back, and she's like, your cat's not here. And I'm like, what? And they're like, your cat's not here. We don't know where it is. I'm like, this is not cool. You need to tell me where my cat is right now. And they said, we can't do that. We sent a message to Frankfurt. We're trying to figure out where, the last plane that the cat was on. And they said, come back in an hour. So I go out in Helsinki, and you have to understand that Helsinki is like a 5-hour drive away from Kuopio. And there's Markku and his son waiting to pick me up in Helsinki, and I don't have Vaska. And so I was hungry, they were hungry, so I told them the situation. So we went and had something to eat. We came back in an hour, and they said, we're sorry, sir, your cat is still in Frankfurt, and it missed the last flight, so it won't be here for another, I think it was like 3 or 4 hours. So it was like 5 hours total. And I was upset. And so Markku took me to the city, and we had an ice cream, and we looked around Helsinki and stuff, because I'd never really been there before, had a little bit of chat. And then we went back, and Vaska was finally there, and we picked him up, and then we got him back to Kuopio. And so he survived. He was in his kennel a lot longer than I expected, and it didn't smell. So I honestly think he did not go to the bathroom the entire time he was in that kennel, which was about 19 hours. Not good for a cat, but I put like little diaper things on the bottom, and none of them were wet or anything. So this little buddy right here is very, very good at traveling, I would think. He doesn't like to be in the basement here, because he gets a little lonely, and hopefully he will let go of my chin now. Good. But I'm glad he's here. And so you'll see the next little bit here is about me dropping Markku and his family off at the airport and trying to drive back by myself back to Kuopio. Okay. Okay, so I'm hoping I'm not going to get lost here. I just dropped Markku's family off at the airport, and I'm now just looking to head back to Kuopio, which is about a 4.5 hour drive back. But I have a feeling that I'm already going the wrong way. So I think I have to turn around, but I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to do this. So already I'm lost because he told me to go a certain way and I don't see Lahti. I see something that looks like Lahti, but it's not Lahti. So that's what he said it was, and I don't see it. So already I'm kind of worried here. Unbelievable. Not even 5 minutes and I'm lost in Helsinki. Alright. Well, hopefully I'll figure this out. And hopefully they won't find me stranded on the side of the road. You know, like horror story of some foreigner. Okay, so I took a guess as to which direction I was supposed to go in, because when Markku came and picked me up, this location where this mall is called Jumbo, we went in two different directions. One time to go to Helsinki and the other time to go back to Kuopio. And so what happened was, I hope I'm on the right road already. So I couldn't remember which time we went left and which time we went right, because they're two different directions. And so I went one way where I thought maybe it was the right way to go, because there was a sign that said Latin, but not Lahti. And I don't know, like, I always think of Finnish, like, has these weird changes in the words when it means something else, but it's the same thing. For example, Helsinki is, you see it as Helsingin, for example. I don't really know why it's like that, but it has to do with a description of the city or something like that. So anyways, I thought maybe it was like that, but I was completely wrong. So I got off the road, went to a McDonald's, because, you know, McDonald's is always open or whatever. There's no Tim Hortons here, so I can't do that. But I went in, there was absolutely nobody in there. It's 7:41 right now in the morning, and there was nobody in McDonald's. Music was pumping, the workers were setting up or whatever, and thankfully in this country, pretty much everybody speaks English, thank God. So they told me which way to go, and then found out that there was Wi-Fi for free in there. So I got out my old iPhone, and they gave me the address of where we were and where the McDonald's was, and the road that I needed to go to. Punched it into old Google Maps, and bingo, I know where I'm going now. I'm usually not bad with directions. I probably should have prepared myself a little bit better for this, but I didn't, because Markku told me all I needed to do was follow the sign that said Lahti, but there was no sign that said Lahti, so that kind of messed me up. And I tried to call him, but the network was busy, and then I had no connection, and then all these other things that I'd been trying the whole time, probably since 7:10, so for half an hour, and couldn't get a connection with him. So I couldn't wait any longer. He could be in security, could be anything, and there's no chance that there is a possibility, I mean, that I'm not going to be able to get a hold of him, so I had to think of something else to do. So anyways, I'm back on the road, and as soon as I get on the straight road, I will come back, so that I don't want to miss this road. Okay.